I'm Emily P. Freeman, and welcome to The Next Right Thing. You're listening to episode 388. This is a podcast about making decisions, but also about making a life. If you struggle with decision fatigue, chronic hesitation, or if you just need a few minutes away from the constant stream of information and the sometimes delightful but distracting hum of entertainment, you're in the right place for discerning your next right thing. I'm an author, a spiritual director, and an occasional workshop leader. I live in North Carolina with my family, and through my work, I've helped thousands of spiritually thoughtful people overcome decision fatigue so that they can discern their next right thing in faith, work, and life. Inevitably in life, all of us will face unexpected turns and be required to navigate terrain that we didn't choose and don't understand. What do we do when life is interrupted? When the story you were happy to tell is no longer true? When the crisis may not be obvious or clear or public? When the help we need feels as desperate as a house fire, but it's not fully ours to ask for? I have a few ideas. Listen in. When you get the call or learn the truth or have the conversation and things feel like they're falling apart, there are people you can turn to who will hold you up and bring you coffee and make you laugh and let you cry, hopefully. But when the crumbling continues, after the urgent part passes, it can feel strange and selfish to keep needing help. And it's like you're living that lyric from that weepy song. I watch the stars from my windowsill. The whole world is moving and I'm standing still. And the world spins madly on. We've likely all had those kinds of moments. I know I have. And we do all the things we have to do to stay alive, to be grown-ups, to pay the bills on time. We go to the grocery store if we have to, we make the meals. But inside the house, we are shells. And I trust you can relate. And I wish it wasn't so. So here are a few things that I do that I find to be helpful when I am in that place where it might be just past crisis, but it's also not into the realm of normal. First is let your body do what it wants to do. If you need to rock yourself or lay beneath a weighted blanket or sway in the shower, do those things immediately. If the urge to cry comes and you're able to do it, then for all that is good and right in the world, let the tears fall. When the bad news keeps coming and you find yourself standing in a room alone having to bear the weight of it, and you look around for something to do but you know nothing's going to help, by all means, if nothing else, find some soft pants to put on. Sometimes it is the only good thing. Number 2, tell someone. It's nice to hear the stories of people with large communities who rally around them when the bad news comes their way. And I'm glad for them, and I have been a part of those communities like that in the past, and in some ways I still am now. But if that is not your current reality, it's important to scan the landscape of your actual life and let your eyes rest on one or two kind and bright faces who have the capacity to hold generous space for you. Could be a friend, a sister, a spiritual director, a therapist. Tell them the whole truth and trust they can handle it, that they can handle you, and pray that it's true. Number 3, make it your actual job to hunt for goodness and for mercy. My current favorite lines from Psalm 23 are in verse 6. Surely goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. When I say hunt for goodness and mercy on purpose, I'm not suggesting a gratitude list, although that for sure can help. But instead, to set your face like a flint in the direction of the light. Because when the darkness is all around and all beneath us, and even sometimes feels like it's within us, it will do your soul some measure of good to believe that goodness and mercy are not only following behind, but are actually truly pursuing you and pursuing the ones whom you love. And that pursuit is pure and relentless and unwavering. Number 4, rehearse better what ifs. When the bad news keeps on coming, our minds work for free on worst case scenarios. We literally don't have to do anything to imagine them. These we will practice by default. At least once a day. For me, I have to do it like once every 8 minutes. Allow yourself to entertain better what ifs. What if there is healing around the corner? What if we're actually on the right track? What if the worst is truly behind us? What if we're going to be okay after all? Saying it doesn't make it so, but rehearsing the fearful what ifs will always make it worse. Ask me how I know. There's no harm in changing the narrative, even if for now it's only in your heart. Finally, number 5, stay in today. One day at a time is a real, true path. It is a plan. It is a strategy. Who is with you now? Where is goodness now? Can you take a deep breath now? And then one more time. So here's to you. If you are watching the stars from your windowsill, if it seems that, like the weepy say, the whole world is moving, but you're standing still, just know it's not the whole world that's moving. There are others like you, like me, who are stunned silent with grief, who aren't sure which way is up or down or back or forth, who are going through the motions too. There are others like you and me who pray in the shower with their arms raised all the way up to the ceiling or their knees bent all the way down to the ground, asking for goodness and for mercy to not give up the chase. There are others like you and like me who are here now. It is so hard to be a person. You are not alone, and this will probably not last forever. Here's to doing one next right thing in love. Thanks for listening to episode 388 of The Next Right Thing. I hope the simple practice of doing what you can will be just one more rung on the trellis upon which your rhythm of life can continue to grow, because while it's true, this is a podcast about making decisions, the bigger truth we know is that our daily decisions are always making our whole lives. As always, you can find me online at emilypfreeman.com or on Instagram at emilypfreeman. This episode was edited by the team at Unmutable and organized by Ashley Sherlock. In closing, I want to read a poem by Jan Richardson called Beloved is Where We Begin. It's from her book, Circle of Grace, a book of blessings for the seasons. If you would enter into the wilderness, do not begin without a blessing. Do not leave without hearing who you are, beloved, named by the one who has traveled this path before you. Do not go without letting it echo in your ears, and if you find it is hard to let it into your heart, do not despair. This is what this journey is for. I cannot promise this blessing will free you from danger, from fear, from hunger or thirst, from the scorching of sun or the fall of the night. But I can tell you that on this path, there will be help. I can tell you that on this way, there will be rest. I can tell you that you will know the strange graces that come to our aid only on a road such as this, that fly to meet us, bearing comfort and strength, that come alongside us for no other cause than to lean themselves toward our ear, and with their curious insistence, whisper our name, beloved, beloved, beloved. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time.